Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts and welcome. So today I want to show you guys, first of all, this is my cute little doll that I just made, and I had so much fun making her. And her link is down below in my Etsy shop if you guys want to come check her out. And this is just so cute. I want to show you how I made her little dress using some slow stitched fabric that I put together. So that is the front of it. Here is the back of it. So it's just all slow stitched together. And I want to show you how I put a cute little dress together with it. But I just wanted to show you her too. I think she just turned out so much fun. And if you guys would like to know how I made her hair, please comment down below. And if I get a bunch of comments, then I'll show you guys a video on how I put her hair together and stuff. I'd love hearing from you guys. And let's get started. So what I have here is, put her over here, a bunch of just different slow stitch fabrics that I've worked on through the years and just kind of put together. Just some coffee dyed fabrics, and then I take my RIT dye and put it throughout. You just stitch it all together, so you could sew it together with your sewing machine, and then, or if you want, you could just sit there and hand stitch with embroidery floss. Just doing you can do little pluses, little minus signs, little X's, little French knots throughout. So I just take my fun little fabrics and do that. Or you could just go on your sewing machine, sew them together, and then you could go through and add just some hand stitching on top of it. So however you want to do it will work great. So what I want to do today is go ahead and let's grab some of the fabric here. I'm going to use, I got my little pattern. This is my little dress pattern here. Do coffee dyed fabrics. You can do just RIT dyed fabrics. Like I use that with my tie dye and stuff. And you could do avocado dye fabrics. You just take avocado skins and boil them and just strain it, and you got some pretty pink, just liquid that you can soak it all in and turn your fabrics like a cool pink color. And you could do onion skin dyed, like I do yellow onion skins. You could boil those too, and then you have the liquid that you could take it in and soak it in, and it turns like a yellow color, like a golden. So you can hand stitch, like using embroidery thread and stuff, or you can sew on the sewing machine. So you could do different things like that. I like to use jeans, just some old jeans and stuff, and just some leftover fabrics and things like that you could sew together, and some threads. Take some threads and put those, incorporate them out in that. So those are just some fun little ideas that you can do. And all right, so let's get started here. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fold it right sides together. Take your little pattern that you're going to use. And I'm just going to set this down on top of it. So this is my little dress. I'm just going to bring it down to the bottom here. Lay it out. Grab your pen. Whatever pen that you have. I'm just going to use just a regular, just ballpoint point pen. Any kind of pen will work on it. And I'm just going to trace around it. Okay, so I went ahead and traced around it. And I'm going to pin it down. Want to pin it together. And what I'm going to do is go over to my sewing machine and do a straight stitch. And I'm going to start up here Do a back stitch, go all the way down, leave the arms open, go over here, do a back stitch, go all the way up and around, and then back stitch at the bottom, leave this open, and then do the same thing on the other side. So I'll go do that and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and did some sewing around. So I have little embroidery scissors to cut out and some fabric scissors. So what I'm going to do is go about 1/8 of an inch just around when you cut it out. I'll go down and then I cut along the neckline. Pop up and go about 1/8 of an inch around here. And then I'm going to go right along the sleeve end. Now, your little embroidery scissors work nicely to get up into the armpit. I just go right through the middle here. There we go. Now, I want to show you guys. So here, let's cut this right here. If you guys cut the threads that you have attached together, you can go ahead and use like your Fabrifix glue or some kind of fabric glue or anything like that. But you can see I sewed it there, so it looks like it's not going to come unraveled. But if you think it's going to, you could just take a little bit of glue, and just dab it on there. You can even squirt some glue on there and then just kind of work it into the fabric, and it should be totally fine. It won't come unraveled for you. Use. Okay. Like there might come unraveled. I could just take my glue. Go through. You can see maybe where you think it's going to come unraveled. Glue down, and then I just go like that with my finger. It is not going to go anywhere. Other side. Little X here. A little dab. You don't need much. You'd hate to go through all this hard work of hand stitching everything together and then it just come in unraveled on you. So I just go through, look to see maybe where it's going to come undone, and a little dab of glue. Oh, and it's Fabrifix glue, and I put it in a Sweet Sugar Bell icing container with a metal tip. This works great. I have it down in my Amazon links if you guys want to come check it out. It comes in really handy. Also, another thing that comes in handy that we're going to use next. Now save all these little pieces because you can hand stitch them and do some more slow stitching with them. So I keep those that way. But the other thing I got here is my tube turners, and I just keep them in a jar here. And they come with 3 different sizes, which this is a total game changer if you're making tiny little dolls like this. Like I'll take this one. I'll show you. You just pop it through the sleeve like that. Okay, and I'm just like part halfway. Then I take the end, the flat end, just stick it through. And then just push it. Wiggle it out here. A little pointy end, just be careful. Slowly poke it out. But there we go. See? It's just an easier way to get them flipped around. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same to the other side. There we go. All flipped around. Okay, and like I said, if you see anything that's coming undone, or like the little sleeve here, that's not stitched down, you could just take your glue, turn it. And I like to say, because when I do slow stitching and stuff like that, I really like how you feel when you do it. You know, like it doesn't need to come out perfect. Like my dolls are whimsical, and they just kind of go with what you feel, and as you are doing it and how it turns out is how I like to do it. So like it doesn't need to be perfect. I loved all the little threads that stick out that are just so much fun, like the little frayed edges, and you know how this little pointy part's sticking out. So just try not to overthink anything and just go with it, and it's just so much fun when it turns out. I think when you give yourself too much pressure, you know, it's not really having fun and doing what you love. Like if it becomes work, then it's not fun, you know. All like to have some fun and be creative and just kind of, you know, not have rules hanging over our head as we're doing something. So that is my motto when it comes to making dolls or doing any kind of art. So I'm just going through, and you can just take your glue, pack down anything that you're not liking that's sticking out or coming undone. I love this, how you don't know how it's going to turn out until you get it turned around and flipped the other way. I mean, isn't that the cutest thing ever? That could be the back of it. And then there's the front of her dress. So I just wanted to pop on real quick and show you guys that you can just do some fun slow stitching and then just put your pattern on top of it and, you know, turn it into a fun little dress or anything like that. So if you guys are interested in patterns for some dolls, I have a bunch underneath. The links are down below. You can come click on them, and I have them very reasonably priced in my Etsy shop. And I have videos to follow along with, and you just copy and paste the link, and it'll take you to my YouTube videos that you can follow along with. But this is just one technique that you could use and just do your slow stitching on. And I'll try to put on the end screen of this video some fun slow stitch that I've worked on in detail to show you guys. So how to do some slow stitching. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.